What we're going to do now is we are going to create an outbound shipment and pick a couple items from inventory to apply to this shipment. Add a tracking number and send it off and mark that shipment as shipped. So in the work order, we're going to see warehouse inventory. We're going to open up warehouse inventory, and this customer has actually two warehouses, but we're going to use the widgets warehouse. If we want to do an outbound shipment, it's actually pretty easy. Let's say we wanted to grab a 4G router. We just click add one. It's going to ask us create a new outbound shipment and assign part. We'll say yes, and then it's going to ask us, do we want to pick a specific serial number or do we not care? It's just going to pick one. And this is important when we're sending a specific part on site. If we're doing a specific part, we want to grab that serial number and enter it in here so the system picks that specific part from the virtual inventory. So I'm going to click no because I don't care about the serial number for this particular shipment. And what's going to happen is you're going to see a shipment's going to pop up here under shipment list, and eventually so here's our shipment, and we've got the shipment ID. We can see that the shipment is in picking status. The type is outbound, and it's from the widgets warehouse going to the site. And this STK test site 1, that's the actual site on the work order. And right here is where there'd be a tracking number. We don't know the tracking number yet. And if I hit refresh and I go ahead and hit this, we can see on this shipment, this part is here. And let's say we're going to grab a couple other things. Maybe we'll throw a workstation on there, and I'm going to say no because we got to make sure our shipment is selected. So I want you to see this. So I'm going to add one. I'm going to say no serial number, and you see it kind of deselects it, right? So we have to go and make sure and activate that shipment again. We can remove parts pretty easily just by clicking the X here, and it does a little thinking. So now when I click the shipment, now we just have two on there, and it re-updates the inventory also. So it's just important to always make sure the shipment is selected when you want to apply an action. So now that we've got a shipment, we've got these parts picked, now let's say that we made the actual UPS or FedEx label. We want to add the tracking number, and we want to say it's no longer picking, it's shipping, meaning FedEx or UPS is scheduled to pick it up. The box is sitting out front, and we just want to communicate that. So when the customer looks at the customer portal, they see that. So here we go. So what I did is I hit the little edit button where it's edit shipment, and it's going to take me to the shipment page. In the shipment page, you'll see this. Click here to edit waybill carriers, yada, yada, yada. So we click here and we say, okay, UPS is picking it up, and the tracking number is this, and I did 3-day ground, and it's shipped by today. So I hit save. So now the waybill or the tracking number is saved. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to click shipping. This will mark the shipment as shipping. Okay, and it's going to kind of lock it. We can't add any more parts. So we click OK. We don't need to keep this tab open anymore. And now when we hit refresh, we will see that the status here is going to say shipping. And there'll be a tracking number. And you'll notice the tracking number is kind of highlighted. Now this is not a valid tracking number, but if it were, you would be able to click this tracking number and it would open up a new tab and show you the actual tracking information. And it just basically does like a Google search for the tracking number. But that allows you to quickly get that tracking information. So that's how you create an outbound shipment, add parts to it, add the tracking number, and set the shipping status.